I'm sure most of the people on this channel remember the fuel strikes we had probably 20 years ago now, around that time, and how much chaos it caused. And the simple reason behind it was the cost of fuel. We were paying under £1 a litre at that point in time, and they threatened it, didn't they? If it goes over £1 a litre, even by a minuscule amount, then all hell would break loose. I remember queuing at petrol forecourts at the time. I only had a little Peugeot 106 at the time, and they were checking people's fuel gauges. And if you were a quarter full or less, on your way, on your way. They were having none of it. And we roll forward to now, and we've just got over the recent fuel shortage, or so we think we have. And as we all know, that fuel shortage was never a fuel shortage. It was created because too many people listen to what the media tell them, and I hope that changes sometime soon. Well, I'm driving around and I'm seeing prices steadily going up, and all Rishi Sunak could do was freeze any duty increase and not cut any of it. It's getting out of hand, it's getting ridiculous. And sooner or later, like all things, something is going to give. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Sunday night. Hope you're doing all right. Listen, if you haven't done so already, can you please hit the subscribe button underneath this video and a notification bell so you can keep up to date with our comings and goings. And while you're at it, give the video a like. Well, yeah, it's an interesting situation now. I'd be interested to hear from you. How much is the fuel in your neck of the woods? I know I've got Americans here that pay by the gallon, but in the main there's people all over the UK that watch this channel, and we pay by the litre. Around my local area now, I think the cheapest I've seen is £1.44 a litre, but more often than not now it's £1.50 plus. And years ago we never thought we'd see the day where you'd put 30 quid in to get you to Gatwick and back. It's now 40, and I've had to put my prices up for my fares. I've had no choice, and all other transport firms here, there and everywhere would no doubt would have had to do the same thing. But the problem with this whole thing, they went up because of supply and demand, and they're not coming back down again. I know there's the whole green agenda, and we do wonder whether this is all connected, whether there's somehow a correlation between that and this, and they're trying to drive us all into them lithium powered environmentally friendly buckets that will break very expensively after a while. But that's not the topic of this conversation. What's really the topic of this conversation is how much can the human spirit take before it stands up and says enough. With another subject, we're seeing this happening all over the world in various places like Austria and a little bit in the US as well, and we're reaching boiling point. Well, have a look at this guy. Andrew Spence, a 54-year-old farmer from up north there somewhere, I think. Well, he got a fleet of lorries and brought the A1 to a standstill, blocked it up and drove at 5 miles an hour for a very, very long way. Now, while I'd be very pissed off indeed getting stuck in a traffic jam behind that lot, particularly if I had to get someone to an airport, I can't say to blame them really, can you? Not one little iota. And it's all over the fuel costs, the rising fuel costs, and the fact they're not going to come down anytime soon. Even the RAC are starting to say you need to cut it by 6p a litre at least, otherwise it's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. I predict we'll see more of this, scattered all over the country, no doubt, but there will be more of it, and it's got to come down, otherwise things could grind to a halt. But we wouldn't want to get in the way of Boris's green agenda now, would we? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and also what the fuel prices are like up your neck of the woods at the moment. I bet they're the same as mine, or even worse. This is the Cabby signing off. Toodaloo.